What's up, my people? How y'all doing? I apologize for the time away. You know how life is. I want to welcome y'all back to My Voice, Our Agenda. Today we got a very interesting topic to talk about, and I'm quite sure we all, at some point, talk to our children about, um, especially dealing with the colonizers. We got to be careful about how our children deal with law enforcement. In fact, even as adults, we have to be careful how we deal with law enforcement. Too many times we've come across a news footage of our people, black people, either getting shot or beat to death, shot and killed or beat to death, or beaten so bad where they was almost not recognizable. Uh, they started years and years ago where we had to deal with the physical brutality of police officers, correctional officers. Because it's not only happening in the streets, it's also happening on that plantation I was talking about in that prison system. We need to really pay attention to what's going on around us. But with that being said, it goes both ways, right? A lot of times, in most cases, we can say the police officers or correctional officers have initiated the violence or they are the aggressors. But there are some cases, and I'm going to show you a clip of a recent incident that happened between a young black male and a police officer. Sometimes we have to take accountability, man. And you know, with this video here, a lot of people are not going to be happy with me, but I have to be honest. I've always said this, I have to be honest. But before I get into the video and before I continue this video, I want to give thanks to my God. I want to give thanks to my Lord and Savior. Um, I thank you for everything. Without you, I'm nothing. With you, I'm everything. I don't know if you guys seen that movie, The Hate You Give. And at the beginning of that movie, that black father was sitting at that kitchen table and he was teaching his kids, giving them a lesson, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of what they might face and how to deal with the colonizer in the street or when they're in the car, how to handle themselves when being pulled over by police officers. In that movie, it was so inspiring, but it was necessary And it's scary because these are the conversations that everyone, I don't care what color you are, should have with your children on how to interact with police officers. We take it for granted. And there are times where young black men, women, white, Hispanic, they add these police officers on. They don't listen to the demands of these officers. They think they know the law. They were they are given certain instructions. Put your hands up or put your hands on the wheel. Don't move. And in some cases, the ignorance of us put us in bad positions where we can lose our lives or get badly injured. And people are not going to like this. But I have to be 100 when it comes down to this situation. And I'm going to give you an example right now what I mean. I just want y'all to watch this video because when I first saw the phone footage from this young man, I'm like, damn, bro, here we go with these police officers, being disrespectful, like unnecessary treatment of a black man. That was my first thing, like, damn, here we go again. Like, when is it gonna ever stop? So that's where my head was at. But then this video comes out. I'm gonna move my camera around because I want y'all to look at this, all right? Because that had been avoided. We got to do better, man. We have to take accountability for our action. Now, by no means am I saying he deserved what happened to him. Those police officers need to be fired and put in jail. There's no reason for them to be putting their hands on him like that. But like I said, there's two parts of that need to be addressed. It's okay to know you're right, but you're slamming the door. They letting you know that you was arrested, man. Like, why put yourself in that position, man? If you don't like that they pulled you over, if you feel like they were wrong for pulling you over, follow their demands, man. You putting yourself in that position, you damn near lost your life, man. Like, we got to do better. Let me get some water, man, on my Gatorade. We got to do better, man. We can't keep doing this. We got to do better. Feel me? What are we doing? What are we doing, man? Our lives are too precious. And we can't be putting ourselves in that position. But I will say this. It's a history of police officers killing us, beating us. History. And they don't know how to control themselves. KKK in uniform. That's all it is. They took off them white sheets and they changed them to black robes as judges. Correctional uniform and police uniform. That's all they did. But if you're going to feed the lion, listen, man, when they pull you over, they're already aggressive. They're already mad. They already got their mind made up. One false move and that Negro gone. They waiting for it, man. Don't give them a reason to do that. And for these police officers that's out here, and it was a black man there, it was a black cop there. Just because he's the black man in that area, watching his fellow white officers beat the hell out of that black man, he stood there, he helped him, he grabbed him. I always say, just because your skin is black don't mean you black. Them police officers around the world is the biggest gang. Brotherhood. You may have a few that may step in and be like, hold up, bro, hold up, y'all doing a little bit too much here. But a lot of them black cops, they don't give a damn. And it's a shame. So we have to teach our kids, and as adults, we have to know better. Stay out their way. When we leave our home, we want to go back in one piece. We want to be alive. We want to see our family. And these police officers, the good ones, they want to go home to their families too. But these police officers need to be held accountable. They need to be locked up. They need to be fired. A lot of these police officers shouldn't even be in uniform. Never. Countless. I'm talking about Devontae Wright, 20 years old. Andre Hill, 47 years old. Manuel Ellis, 33 years old. It's crazy, man. George Floyd, 46 years old. Everybody know the George Floyd case, right? Breonna Taylor, 26. Actually, her killer just got 33 months in prison. They was trying to give him a day. They not like us, but they don't like us. And I'm not just talking about these police officers. I'm talking about the judicial system. It's not for us. They're getting praised for killing us. They're getting rewarded for killing us. America rewards its killers. Tatiana Jefferson, 28 years old. Aura Roster, 40 years old. Stephon Clark, 22 years old. Botham Jean, 26 years old. Philando Castile, I think I said his name right, 32 years old. Alton Sterling, 37 years old. Freddie Gray, 25 years old. Venetia Fonville, 20 years old. Eric Gardner, 43 years old. Michelle Kusos, I think I got her name right, 50 years old. This is what the police is doing, man. All black people here. If I put all the Spanish people they kill, I'll be here all night. Aki Gurley, 28 years old, man. They're young. They ain't even live yet, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Gabriella Nuvarez, 22 years old. Tamir Rice, 12 years old. Didn't even get a chance to see his childhood. Michael Brown, 18 years old. Tamisha Anderson, 37 years old. On and on and on and on. When is it going to ever end? When? We have to teach our children from a young age how to interact with these colonizers, these angry colonizers. Because what we don't want to do is give them a reason. And in a lot of cases, it's not like they need one, but we want to help them kill us. In that video that I showed you, he could have avoided that. I really believe he could have avoided that. Or maybe not. But if anybody want to watch that video, go watch that video. Watch it in full. And you'll understand what I'm trying to say. You know, we can't be giving these colonizers a reason to do what they do. So again, I'm not going to drag this video on. I just want to speak on that situation. Thank y'all for tuning in to My Voice, Our Agenda. Talk to them kids. And you adults, y'all gotta think with your head, man. You gotta think with your head. And for all y'all police officers, you need to burn in hell. The bad ones. There are some good ones. But those bad police officers out there that's out there doing that dirty shit, y'all can burn in hell. We getting tired. Enough is enough. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Live, love, and love yourself. Because in a lot of cases, you all you got. Get back home to your family when you leave out of there. When you go home, talk to your kids. When you get up in the morning, you go to work, you come home in one piece. You got a family to think about. Think twice. Make the right decision. Because they're out there waiting. They are out there waiting to turn your TV off. God bless. I love y'all guys. Thank y'all for tuning in.